Twitty in the city.
Aloha.
Twitty in the city, 15K, baby. If you want the Twitty in the City full merch set, that's what we're giving away once we hit that 15K. Yes. Do the liking, do the subscribing. Big shout out to y'all, man. Thank you so much, man. This has been awesome. It's been fun. But that ain't like me doing a conclusion, like we gonna be done. I'm just thanking y'all. I'm Twitty. That's THC, the Hawaiian comedian. Found him on IG now. Look at you.
Growing up, man. I'm growing up, baby. Coming into it. You know, that goes to us. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I came in when I was coming up, like, you know, we passed letters.
Right.
You know, so now I'm trying to get on this social media.
I got to ask you now. I feel like I'm like what is that? Not a celebrity, a fan. How do we find you, THC?
Oh, look up my name, Sean Peabody.
There you go. Sean Peabody on IG. Get that man a follow.
Too, I don't even think 20 following me yet.
I don't think I am. I didn't know what you were at first. You know what it is? Before I get into the topic, you were so hard not social that I thought somebody like was a bot. I thought somebody got your photo I thought they was a bot.
I started getting messages. The minute I got on Instagram, I started getting messages from older folks and older friends that came on there, and that's their first question. Is this the real Sean? Is this real Sean? And I'd be like, yeah, it's me. And then they would ask me something from like Vallejo. They were like, well, what elementary school did you go to? And then I'd be like, bam. They were like, oh, what's up, Sean?
Yeah. You were so not forward that, I was like, is that really my boy?
When I got on the stand-up and I got into social, I had the whole 5,000 people on Facebook. I had all this stuff, but it just overwhelmed my Facebook to where there was just...
It can be.
Yeah, and I've been off it. I've been off Facebook now for like 9 years now.
Well, he on IG.
I'm on IG.
Don't go searching for him for every other platform. You can find Twitty in the City on every platform.
Yes.
That's where we be. That's what we do. I'm glad you helped me set this up. You said growing up.
Growing up. Yeah.
Growing up. Gen X, Millennials.
Oh, yeah.
We're the toughest.
Of course.
We are the toughest.
Oh, there's a lot of people that argue with us in that one, though.
After Millennials, everybody else is soft as tissue paper.
Correct.
And here's why. I know this man, 5 years. He been sick twice. I know my nieces and nephews. I got people in their 20s. I feel like every other month, they sick with something.
Yep.
And I'm not talking just the sniffles. Like, they down for the count. And I feel like our generations, the reason why we so tough and why we have this immune system like a brick is because we had it rough. Just with weather. Yeah. Being outside.
Oh, yeah.
Rain, sleet, snow, fire.
Didn't matter.
You outside.
Yeah, get your ass outside.
And also, being younger, trying to be tough, cold, windy outside. I'm in shorts and a tank top playing basketball when I at least should be in a long sleeve.
Okay.
So a little bit of arrogance, but that's what made us tough. Took one of my nieces to the playground. These playgrounds are so safety proof. Like...
No. Keep going. Keep going. Yeah.
I remember having the monkey bars being straight metal in the middle of summer and still putting my hands on that hot ass metal.
Everything was metal at the playground when we grew up. Everything.
Yes.
The slide. If you went down the slide and you had them short shorts where your legs caught the heat on the way down. Then we even had, what was it, like fiberglass twirly slides that had the metal plates on the inside of it so that when you went down, you would slide out to the outside and almost come off that slide.
Dog, and I get it. They built it to last, but they were not thinking about the kid at heart.
Of course not.
They were like, what's going to survive for years?
And they didn't put down like nowadays they got play bark. They got bark that's like nice and soft. Like our bark looked like they just chipped it off the tree and bagged it. And then they brought it to our playground and just scattered it. And they said, because I don't know how many times I came home with splinters from bark. I'm like, why do I have splinters from bark?
My mom used to think I like ran into a bush and it's like, I was just on the swing set jumping.
Oh, yeah.
Like I just came out of the playground. I didn't go to war in the forest.
Man, was you that one guy that used to always go out and play at the swing set with no shoes on and his socks was dirty as hell because he would never put his shoes on?
Oh, always. I got toe up.
I couldn't do that in my socks. I couldn't get traction on my feet.
Well, I only did it 2 times, and then my mom whooped me because we ain't had money like that to just afford me to get socks.
Right.
So then it was either shoes or barefoot. So I ain't had no middle ground of using socks.
No slippers, no nothing, no slides, nothing.
Nope. It was either shoe, because my mom wasn't gonna have me having out there in slippers.
Yeah.
Because then that's how you roll an ankle or get hurt.
Right.
And she be mad. So it was either be barefoot or be in shoes. That was the only option. There was no in between. There was no Crocs. There was no.
Hold on. You gonna tell me you was this kid that was wearing full size sneakers and socks to the swimming pool?
Yep. Yep.
Sorry, I'm not laughing at you.
That's okay. We can laugh.
I'm
it's
not
okay.
laughing at you. I'm not laughing at you.
We partners in crime, you know. I got my moments.
I was slippers, like slippers on everything.
Slip man.
Polynesians, man, we just slippers.
That's
slippers.
your culture. That's your culture.
Slipper.
You know, that's your culture.
Us.
But yeah, man, I just feel like you look at baby boomers, you look at Gen Z or Gen Z, A, Alpha, whatever they are.
Yeah.
They are forever sick.
I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you what it is. Even if we had to go up against baby boomers, okay? Us Gen X's took what baby boomers did. We seen what they did because we had to. We didn't have nothing else but what they showed us.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't have a YouTube. We didn't have anything we could log into. So whatever these baby boomers was gonna do it. So what we did was we took what they gave us and we made it better and we made it easier. They said, oh, this is the way we used to do it. So we go, okay, well, if you just do it this way, it'll be easier. Then the millennials came and seen it and did the same thing. They took what we was doing and said, oh, but instead of it being on tape, why don't y'all put it on MP3? And we was like, what is MP3?
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just simplify it a little bit.
We went straight analog to digital right there, right? And then we got to Gen Z, Gen A, right? We got to them. And what happened? They took everything y'all did.
That's it.
And I'm going to leave it there.
That's it.
I'm going to leave it there.
Yeah. No.
I'm going to leave it right there.
I also feel like...
Tell me how they did anything better.
They did not. I also feel like everybody is quick to try to incorporate a medicine. Growing up, if I had a sniffle, the classic tradition, I've gone the 2 times, I've been sick 3 times, because you've been sick twice, I've been sick 3 times. The 3 times I've been sick, and when I came back to work, what did I tell you I always do? Hot tea, honey, and I wrap my ass in a blanket.
Correct.
Everybody else is like, take this, take that. Yeah. Bro, you got the sniffles. You ain't dying. Just
right.
That's called air. That
sound like our coworker who always try to give us stuff every time we come in and sneeze or blow our nose. He's like, you know what you got to do? No, just
let nature do its thing. But I feel like these generations now, it's like if I can't breathe through both of my noses, I'm sick.
You know what it is? It's because they got this phone in their hand and they think that because they can Google something that's probably what they got.
Oh God!
They stick in their little their little. Oh, this is what I'm showing. These are these are my symptoms right now. Then they're like, Google says I have a pencil stuck in my throat or something. It's like, no, it didn't. Like, really? That's what it told you? Like, everybody is self-diagnosing, and that's why they always sick, I think they're always sick because they think they got something because their phone told them they did.
Yeah, and it is a mental mindset.
100%.
Because for both of us.
That's why I think that's why we not sick as much, because our mental is like, shut up.
Because you know what it is? I tell you this. We had this nice weather. Mm-hmm. First time cutting the grass. Mm-hmm. Pollen just ran me up.
Allergies coming, yes.
I went to bed. Both noses was clogged.
Right.
My wife was like, are you okay? I was like, yeah, it's just allergies. If I wake up tomorrow morning and I'm still stuffed, I'll be concerned. I woke up the next morning, both nostrils were clear. My system just had to get used. Yeah. Reset. It ain't panicking. It's like, bro, we've been in winter all these months.
Yes.
This is the first time you cutting grass.
And I don't even see why people don't even understand that. It's like you have to do it with your car every year.
Right.
Like you got to go through it. You know what I'm saying? You got to winterize your car. What makes you think you don't have to winterize yourself?
Your body just going to be ready.
Yeah, you can't be ready for winter, ready for summer. Like every animal goes through it. Yeah. Every single one of them.
I can't say it's eczema, but I get bumps on my arm. Okay. Again, that's from when I'm outside and I've been in the sun and the grass all day. My body's like, okay, first day, this dumbass want to be outside all day.
Gotcha. But then you're going to adapt to that like the Incredible Hulk and you're going to come back stronger the next day.
I ain't going to self-assess and be I got these red bumps on me. What does that mean? Oh, you probably been infected. You've been infected by a mushroom.
Then I don't see you for 2 weeks because you stuck in the house.
Exactly.
Don't want to come out in the light because you think something's going to start growing on your arm. That's what's wrong with the generation now. It's like they just scared of everything and it's so much. And you know what it is too? It's easier to freaking scare them nowadays.
It is.
You couldn't scare us back in the day. I'm sorry. You couldn't.
You could, bro.
You couldn't scare us. What could you do to us? You'd be, oh man, your tongue gonna fall out. Like, I mean, they used to on when people talk about, oh, they write.
You can't scare us.
You can't.
That's true.
They put the warnings on all kind of labels. We still did it. We didn't care. You ain't scaring us. Like, we don't care. We was that bad.
That is true. I think that's the mindset right there. We weren't scared to see what happened. I think because we also knew we could figure a way out of it.
I'm gonna tell you
for
what,
certain things.
There's some things that our generations do that we don't understand. Like I'm gonna tell you right now. Like the other day, I was thinking about it. And I was like, well, millennials did start the whole Tide Pod thing.
Yeah,
and you can't get out of that.
I can't get out of that.
And I don't know why the millennials was eating laundry pods. I don't get it. I don't get it.
That's where I always say we kind of discredit the late millennials.
But then again, like my generation, you know what I'm saying? We were sticking our tongue on 9-volt batteries.
That was your generation.
Oh yeah, that's how we knew it was good or not.
You was the.
Oh yeah, if it hit our tongue, we was like, oh yeah, it's still good. It's still good.
That is, man.
Oh yeah, we was that. We tried everything.
I wonder who was the first person to do that, and it was like, this is a good idea.
Yeah,
somebody had to. Yeah, just pass it on. Nobody was like, I think there's a better way to test that battery.
Bro, there used to be games that we used to play back in the days. Was like, there's no way today's kids is gonna be able to play none of these games.
Oh no.
Like, not at all. No. It's not happening.
But yeah, I thought about it the other day, man. I'm just like...
Yeah, they sick all the time.
The playgrounds we had, the playground was ruthless. And I think also our parents didn't cater to us and like put us in a bubble. It was are you bleeding? There's a bone poking out?
Yes.
And if
do
not...
I need to take you to the hospital?
Yeah. For me, it was the fear of, if you come back in the house and it ain't that serious, you staying in the house.
Yes.
So it was like, you ever had that one friend that was your hype man if you got hurt because he knew if you went home you wasn't, but like, hey dog, you got this. You ain't got to go home, right? You good? You good? Bro, it ain't that bad. Let me see. It ain't that bad, bro. You good?
My brother Rico, that was him. That was him because he knew if I had to go in, he had to go in.
Yes.
So he was just done. He was like, dog, look, man, don't go in yet. Don't go yet. Just breathe. Just breathe. It didn't hit you that hard.
We can take a time out.
Let's walk out. Hey, let him walk it off. We good, right? Like, I know it's only bleeding a little bit. Here, how many times you use somebody's shirt, somebody's piece of their sweatpants or something, and you just like, just put it on there. Just tighten it up. No, because if you go home, everybody got to go home, and the whole game's over.
You ever had that friend where it was bad and you knew if mom found out, it was over? So you had that one friend be like, hey, go tell your mom we about to go by the lake so we can be out of range and we can try to fix this. That's
why we used to keep my homeboy's little brother next to where we would play football or something, because if somebody got hurt, he would substitute. Dude could take sit it out. Sit it out.
Don't go home.
Don't go home. Because if you go home, you're going to raise the flag on all of this.
Oh, everybody go.
Your mom going to call her mom, going to call his mom going to call his mom. It's done.
Bro said he had a sideline warmer.
Yeah, one on the side. That was it. Just in case somebody got hurt, you're like, okay, man, you in right now.
Well, because if one parent peeked out and didn't see action, then it was a red flag.
Yes.
So it's like if he's across the street and he's just sitting, but everybody else is interacting, they'll just think he got out or he just took a break. You couldn't be stagnant. No. Stagnant was the worst way to get sent home.
And I liked it when the playground started building bridges.
Oh gosh!
So you could play tag and run across bridges and go like we play real tag.
I busted my head on one of them bridges.
Really?
Yeah, you can't see it, but I cracked open.
Ouch!
My
on the bridge
forehead.
itself. How did you do that?
Because it was made out of metal, and I hit the sharp end because they didn't smooth that edge out.
They never did. Sometimes even like I feel like on playground equipment, even for like schools, they went crazy with metal. Like
they went crazy.
Like because even the nets on the basketball hoops were metal,
bro.
They were chains.
Yes,
that's why I used to always think when somebody would make a basket and they would like give me my change because it sounded like change when it hit. Because it was like, ching, yeah. We was like, give my change. Oh, okay, that's yours. Okay, here you go.
That's changed.
Yeah.
But yeah, dog, everything
was metal.
Most of my damage came because it was when two parts of the metal met. Yeah. And you had that one little corner that they didn't smooth out. And if you hit that, you was donezo.
You think back in them days when they was building it, there was just that one welder? I ain't gonna grind this out. Trick them kids. I hope all them kids get hurt. I hope they catch one of these corners.
You know what? I bet it was? I bet it was just it's for kids, so it ain't got to be perfect. We just got to get it up.
Just got to look good.
Just got to look good.
Got to look good from a distance.
And just be stable. But we can't have them swing on the monkey bar and it falls. It's got to look sturdy and durable.
You had that metal platform that had the little, like the things for your feet. It had like little hooks like that in them so that when you got up, you had traction on them.
Yes. See, everything was metal.
They was trying to clean.
The only thing I can recall that was not metal was literally the seat on the swing.
Now they got, what is it, that rubber mat? Rubber bark stuff. It's like squishy. I don't even like stepping on it.
No.
It don't feel right.
No, because granted, I get it. The ground is not meant to move.
Right.
Like it makes me feel like I'll hurt myself more.
Yeah, I'm not playing on the waterbed.
Yeah. It's not meant to give. I'm not saying that the ground's got to be, like I said, bark that's been shaved freshly off a tree.
Right, no
doubt. But it ain't supposed to be a trampoline either.
No.
Because I also feel like that's how you can hurt yourself. Whereas with the bark, I know it's firm.
You anticipate that it is firm. So the way you plant your feet.
Yes.
So this one now is like you plant, it's like, ooh. It makes your knees automatically buckle.
You got to double give.
Yes.
Whereas with the bark, it's like, okay, hit ground and then just try not to roll and just be barked up like Wolverine or something.
I tell you what though, some of the kids ain't used to playgrounds, so it is kind of funny. Like if I take my grandkids and we're over there by the playground or something like that.
Like an old school playground or just a playground in general?
It's right now. Like now, when my kids are out there, they got their kids out there playing with them and stuff, and like I see them play and they fall off of something and land on that. I see why they make that now. I see why it's like that. I watched many a kid bounce off their face to where I know if it was our old playground, oh yeah, these were lights out falls all day long.
Do you feel like also they had to soften the blow because they just feel like the newer generations just aren't as coordinated / learning as fast? I feel like our generation, if I fail, I learned real quick how to not do it again. Like I didn't, there was no buffer. So yeah, I'm on that metal swing and it's going around and around and I want to do this one hand, and I fall and I scrape my face.
And you flip and fly.
I want to get back on there, but I ain't doing no one hand again. I'm going to be sitting there with two hands and I probably might lean back and be like, wee.
No, you're not. You still gonna figure out how to do one hand.
I'm gonna figure it out slowly though.
You remembered what you did wrong.
Yes,
is what you gonna remember, and you're gonna be like, oh, when I grab it, I won't grab it up here. I'll grab it down here. Yeah, this should give me a little bit more stability on it. That's what we did. Today's they'd fall one time and be like, I quit. I don't want to try it again. Yeah. I'm out.
And you got the softest impact.
Right. And before you get in the comments and get all mad, I'm not talking about all y'all. I'm just talking about a majority.
I'm talking about all y'all. He
talking about all y'all.
Bro, can you imagine if we might actually have really broken something. If we had this much cushion on the ground,
yes,
I think we would have been trying to do some new stuff.
Well, it's wrong because I think this is what it is that when we fail on our playgrounds and we hit the ground, we was like, oh, I'm glad there was bark there to help with the blow. So it was like, boom. But it still gave us enough of the blow to be like, yo, stop playing. Stop playing. Nowadays, it takes so much of it from it is that I think when these kids get older and they just fall, they just expecting it to be soft and they gonna hit the concrete.
And you actually in the concrete.
Yeah. They're not gonna be ready for it because their bodies was landing on these soft things.
You are so true. It's a setup.
Yeah, it is.
Because the older you get and the more you fall, that recovery ain't what it used to be.
Right. They could have put seatbelts in cars a long time ago. They just didn't want to. They didn't. What was hard about putting a piece of rope over your lap? There was nothing hard about that. They just didn't want to. They was trying to separate. It's the same thing with the playgrounds.
There ain't nothing hard about it. It's just a clip.
It's just a clip. There's nothing. When you get in your car today, put your seatbelt on. Sit there and tell me what a great innovative this thing is. It's just a belt.
You said it wasn't that hard.
It wasn't that hard. They could have invented that back when they were stagecoaches. Is what I'm saying. But I'm just saying. Like you're right. I think they setting it up. I think because now today's kids they gonna fall. They gonna expect it to be as soft as it was when they was a kid.
And it ain't.
It ain't.
It ain't gonna be.
No, they gonna think it is.
The real world ain't soft. Mm-hmm. That's why I say I think it as much as sometimes I look at the playground I'm like, man, if I had that, but it's like, you know what? I don't because we got taught at a young age, like this is what falls is going to be, no matter how old you are. Mm-hmm. This is what a fall going to feel like.
Yep.
I gave you this bark.
Bruh.
But that concrete is going to be different.
From my dad to my friends, all of my friends, we were put on daily reminders how that fall was going to be. Even if my dad didn't think I took a fall, I'm taking a fall that day. He going to make it happen. Just remember how it felt. It's just like, dude, I remember. I remember. But every time I did fall, I always knew how to avoid. Boom, straight to the push-up stance, something like that. But it triggered my stuff. That's what I'm saying is that these kids are going to fall down thinking that, oh, no, it's supposed to be soft like I was a kid. Bam, they're going to bounce off the front yard.
It's not funny, but it's so true.
It's not. And I've seen it today. I watched these young kids playing on these playgrounds, miss that pole and just bam, and bounce off the ground. But it's funny to them. They get up like, okay, this is normal. And it's like, nah, you fall anywhere else. It ain't gonna feel like that.
Yeah.
You actually need to feel what it really feels like.
I remember my uncle teaching me how to shoulder roll. Oh, if you're falling forward, it's like you need to get on that side. And I'm like, but I'm gonna be scratched up. And he used to tell me, you want your face or do you want that shoulder to be scratched up?
Yeah.
And he would literally take the sandpaper.
Right.
And he would say, does that feel good? Not hard.
Right.
But he would just rub it. I'm like, He's like, that's the ground.
Right.
Shoulder, way better.
Yes.
And ever since then, if I'm falling forward, I'm gonna I'll scratch this up for days over my face.
Here's something for you to think about too, is that Gen X and Millennials, if they team up, it's so funny. It's so funny. We teamed up with y'all, and y'all can't team up with them.
Nah.
It's like, but why? Why is it that we compatible? You was raised by us, yeah, but it's like that generation there was supposed to be raised by y'all.
They just didn't listen.
Neither did y'all.
We didn't, but
y'all, yeah, exactly. Y'all didn't listen either.
But it made sense. I think this next generation is trying to be their own thing, where millennials, we're like, okay, we tried our own thing and it don't work. And I can accept that.
Right.
And I will happily go to a Gen Xer and be like, hey, you know that swing you told me about? I did try to jump. I almost got it, but that shit did hurt. So how do you land?
Yeah.
Whereas this next generation, they're like, oh, we got this rubber mat and bam, we're fine. I don't need you. It's like, okay.
It's really like, it goes back to social media, man. Like that stuff puts these parents in the lights now. It's like back in the day, like if my mom wanted to whoop me in a store, other parents would block off the aisle so I couldn't, one, run away, and two, there was no witnesses to what was about to happen to me over there.
Bro, I used to always tell myself, it was me against every adult.
Yes.
It didn't matter. If I was going to go pee, let me pee on the floor and laugh about it.
Yep.
Forehead, wrists. Yes. Whose child is this? My mom would be semi-defensive. Like, why you got my child? I just caught him in the bathroom just peeing all over the floor. God damn it. There we go. That's it. That's it. Party over.
Yes.
I can't say anything.
Nope.
I ain't got no witness.
Yep.
I'm done.
Nowadays, they got all of that.
Yeah.
They even got a lawyer before they even leave the store.
Back then, my mom and that person became friends.
Yep.
And I'm sitting there hoping that conversation was so long that they forgot about why they met up.
When you talk about the different generations, that's what's missing. You know what's missing? My mom had friends, my dad had friends. I'm pretty sure your folks had friends that you met because you was getting whooped. You met because you messed up. And then that friend that always came over would always remind who they was to you.
Yep.
They was like, hey, remember that time I caught your mom beating your ass? And it was like, yeah, I remember you. But that became my mom's best friend. To me, because I'm Polynesian, like my man Big Jerry out there, he know about that. But you Polynesian, everybody's uncle and auntie. You older, if they older than you, that's uncle. If they older, they uncle and auntie. Straight up. So like, yeah, even the person that watched me get whooped became my uncle or became my auntie.
Yeah. But yeah, it's the whole takes a village to raise a child.
Yep.
That's what it was. I didn't know half of that village.
And nowadays they keep the village out.
Yeah. As if the village is out to get them. And it's like your kid can do some, and I think that's what it was. My mom knew I was a good kid, but she knew I was a kid. Yeah. So she knew I was going to have some slip ups.
Yes.
I'd never forget it. It was at Burlington Coat Factory, bro. I went to go pee. There was two gentlemen in there. I was using the little urinal, and I thought it'd be funny to just back up and just pee and write my name in the ground. Guy saw that, was like, hey, what you doing? I giggled and was like, what you talking about? Had a little attitude, grabbed me by my wrist, pulled me out, and my mom was sitting there waiting. And he's like, is this your child? And my mom got defensive. She was like, yeah, why? I called him by the urinal, just peeing on purpose all over the floor. My mom looked at me. And I knew it was over. I said, that's it. I'm going to get my ass whooped right here, and I'm going to have a coffin, and this is going to be the last thing I ever saw was a nice little jacket I wanted that was for $9.99. That's going to be my last sight.
Yep.
Because my mom had that vision, and she did the whole grabbing me, thank you so much, you know, these kids these days. And I'm like, y'all, do you even know this dude? No. Discipline, though. Because I know that's a kid, and I know he gonna act up.
It's not even like discipline, though. See, your mama was doing something that a lot of parents today, and you might get pissed at me right now, but I'm gonna tell you what's up with y'all. Now, I am a father. I have 4 kids, and I have 4 grandkids. And I'm gonna tell y'all something. I'm put this straight out there, just so y'all know this.
Do it.
The reason why Gen X did so good is because our generation taught us that no matter what we are taught in our house, everybody outside of the house hates you.
Yep.
Nobody teaches this no more. We taught y'all the same thing. Listen, you gonna respect what we do in this house, and this is how we do. But am I gonna expect everybody on the outside of my house to hold my same values, and that I'm supposed to send my kids out and now they're supposed to do the same thing? No,
nope.
You can't. Your values don't matter outside your house. We trained y'all to leave just like they trained. Nowadays, these kids are trained to stay. Now, if you're gonna tell your kid to stay home with you for the rest of their life, and they're gonna live with you for the rest of your life, then that's fine. That's totally fine. Just don't sit there and think that when they come out to us that we have to give them the same type of
that cushion on the playground.
Yeah, we don't have to do that. You did that in your house, but just because we out here don't mean we got to follow your rules.
No,
we don't have to.
That's the best analogy. These older generations are getting that cushion on the playground when in reality, it's bark.
Yes,
the streets is bark.
Correct. 100%.
There ain't no cushion.
None. Cut edges and splinters.
Ground bark.
Yes.
Take your jump if you want to.
That's how it was, too. It was concrete bark.
Yes.
Yeah, there was nothing in between.
Why in the hell did they put concrete under a playground set, bro?
No, it was, you know what? They lucky we put bark in this thing. We was going they made everything out of metal and made everything that the metal was connected to concrete.
You said that, and it did go concrete bark.
Yes, all day.
Why?
Because they thought that was safe. They thought that made us safe.
It was an actual area that was grass, and they sectioned it off and put concrete on purpose.
Do you remember the people that used to jump off swings and clear the bark and end up in the concrete? And we was just like, oh, that's bad. That's bad.
Who designed it that swing would be that close to the concrete?
I think when they designed it, they just thought that we was just going to play regular on these things. We found all kind of stupid ways to
was
ride.
That kid, and my life flashed before me. I got too much momentum. And you know, when you got momentum, you needed to jump when you were ascending. And I jumped when I was here. And so I went more out than up. And I just saw concrete. And I said, this is it.
When I grew up, the swings was sitting on the swing set thing that was like 30 feet up in the air.
Yes.
These chains were huge.
Yes.
Like when you actually like got all the way to the back, you was like looking above the school.
Yes.
You was up there like, whoa.
Yes.
Now, we did so much stuff with these different swings, okay? You had 4 that lined up, and there was 4 that was next to each other. So sometimes what we would do was...
And metal chains that ran down the pole.
Yep. So you could take 2 of them off to the side, wrap them around the pole. The 2 in the middle, you can make face each other. You sit down, put your feet in there. Somebody else sit down, put their feet on the side of you. You make a bench. Somebody can sit in the middle, and you can rock it back and forth.
So stupid. That is the most.
Bro,
you are asking for it.
Oh yeah, no, because our feet were in the swing and on the other swing. So each person, so who was sitting there was like they was asking for it. But we also did it to where you had the ones where you sit in the swing and you can go back and forth as people were swinging forward and back. If you was sitting on the swing, the person go forward, you go behind them. And they were like, you better get from behind me.
Did you ever used to play it where they be swinging and you had to go through them?
You had to run?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That was, I think we called it traffic. I think that's what it was called.
Bro,
it was called traffic.
Got smacked.
You ever had people actually put their foot out on purpose? Bam! You was like, aha.
Because then, or if you were the one running through, you would grab their chain. So then when they're going, they twist around.
After every recess, there was somebody sitting in the office with the brown paper towel and an ice pack. Every single recess. There was never a recess that we left to go to class, and if you walked past the office, there was always somebody in there with the ice pack that was wrapped in the brown paper towel. And you know what brown paper towel I'm talking about?
I know.
That thing can absorb so much water without even getting like damp yet.
Dog. And you know what, too? I bet you that person with the brown paper bag, it was that person that was too competitive, and it was close to crunch time for recess being over, and they just had to try it one more time.
It was the one that tried to be first in line.
Yes.
When the bell rang, I'm going to get there first, and they end up biffing it, man, straight up. See? These generations don't know what biffing means.
Bro.
Yeah, but biffing, what is biffing?
Oh, if you biffed it, woo. And it wasn't like there was no levels to biffing.
No.
If you biffed it, it was like, ooh, what happened to Twitty? Swing set, biffed it.
What?
Doing what?
Yeah, we almost want to call your mom, check on you real quick. Hey, is Twitty okay?
Right?
We heard he biffed today.
Dog, I forgot about the word biffing it, bro. Yo, used to be at lunch. Yo, we're THC. He had the nurses off. What'd he do, bro? He biffed it on that slide.
He thought he could jump over that thing. He jumped and biffed it right on coming on the. What?
To say biff it, it was 0 to 100. You either didn't biff or you biffed.
Yeah.
There was no like, he had a little biff.
There's no in between.
Yeah. Yo, I forgot about that word. That's.
Oh yeah.
To biff it. And to biff it on the swing set. There was so many ways to biff it on the swing set. Like you said, it was traffic. Was he jumping, swinging? Was he trying to hop from one swing to the other? Did he try to clear that one little section on the swing set that we always say you can't do it, and he tried it, but he went too far and hit the concrete?
Bro, if we would have done our own table announcing at the playground in elementary school,
it would have been lit.
It would have been live.
It would have been
especially
so lit.
Yeah, I would have been in two places on the playground. I'd have been one by the swings.
Had to be.
And then I'd be by that one. It wasn't a monkey bar. It was two bars that was like this. And the girls, what they used to do was they used to throw one leg over and they would hold their knee and they would make their bodies spin over and over and over and over.
Oh, it was like the pull-up bars,
yes.
But it was only two.
Yes. And they always use the top one so that their head and their leg wouldn't come close to the bottom. And I used to always watch them like, how do they do that?
First of all, that little thing also was set up. Because at that age, we could not jump to grab that. So you had to actually use the small one, pull yourself up, stand on that, and then make your way to the other.
Or put your foot on the bar and do that whole step and grab.
Yes. So for that, they didn't set that up for anybody that wasn't at least in middle school.
The only reason why my arms got long wasn't because I was playing basketball. And that's what a lot of people say. They're like, oh, you played a lot of basketball when you was a kid. That's why your arms long. It was the monkey bars.
He was on that damn monkey bar.
The monkey bars, for some reason, I don't know who they made these bars, but some of them bars would be so wide.
Dog, that stretch.
Yeah. And then there was times when we used to tell people, oh, can you skip one? How many bars can you skip?
Dog.
How many bars can you skip? And people were like, I could do two. And they'd reach. You ever had that one? They reach and miss?
And again,
just the finger just hits it and they think they got it and then bam.
And
right
again,
off the bar.
How tall was that? Like
up there.
Yes.
You had to climb like 2 bars just to get to the top of that.
You know something back then was too tall. At my age right now, if I got on the monkey bars that we had back then, that fall would still be decent enough as an adult. There's no way. Kid,
there's no way these kids. No, there's no way these kids.
That is another area.
The monkey bar.
I see somebody biff it, bro.
Easily. Oh, everybody biffed on the monkey bars. You notice how that word goes straight with that sentence? Everybody biffed on the monkey bars. That happened all the time.
The monkey.
Do you remember monkey bar fights? We used to swing over and you had to knock somebody off with your legs.
Stupid.
You had to hang on with your arms. You had your legs around.
We
you
were
was like,
so stupid.
You talk about biffing. If you had to let go and somebody knocked you off, you was biffing every time.
That was actually a game because everybody was on both sides and you wanted to be in line.
Today's kids can't hang with our games.
The monkey bars, that area alone could have been its own segment.
We had so many Olympic type things. We had monkey bar skipping, monkey bar wrestling. We had monkey bar.
I forgot about the monkey bar wrestling, bro, because you could only use your feet.
You only use your feet, because if not, you falling.
I forgot, dog. That is so crazy. Dog, I'm done. Get in the comments. Just about anything.
We used to sit on a swing.
Oh my God.
I don't know if you ever had like a girlfriend and you guys sit on a swing, but she sit on your lap, put the legs behind you, you put your legs in front. That way when you swinging, you push this way, but she pushed that way.
Yeah, you both leaned back.
Yeah.
So you were like
you got 2 legs going this way, 2 legs going that way.
Dog.
We figured out all kind of ways.
I can't get over the monkey bars, bro. I forgot.
Skip a bar?
I took some hits. I think I took more of a blow on the monkey bars than I did an actual football practice.
Everybody took hits on that monkey bars. That was unforgiving. Monkey bars were unforgiving.
You ever had that one friend that wanted to be first and they whiff on the very first one?
Oh, yeah.
And they want to be like, redo. Get your ass in the back, Derek.
Marine Corps, we got that one that goes up and goes down, goes up, goes down, and you gotta go up and go down when you're going through it.
Yep. Dog, I forgot about the monkey bars, bro. Get in the comments, man. Yeah, I'm saying it. Gen X, Millennials, we're tougher.
No, ain't messing with us.
You can't mess with us. Monkey bar games alone in a discussion. Yeah, and if you know what we're talking about, get in the comments, man. I want to. Yeah. I bet I got a picture.
Because right now, today's monkey bars, they like 5 feet.
Bro, they are so short.
I gotta pick my feet up in order to go across.
They are so short.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we used to almost have to bring a ladder to get up on this thing. Yeah. Oh yeah.
And it was three little steps, and then to get to the top one,
you almost had to jump. Yeah, you almost for real.
No wonder
Once
we were
hooked onto the monkey bars. You had to see. We like nowadays, if you hook on the monkey bars, you can let go and be okay. Back in the day, once you hooked on, it was like you was on. You better either finish or you falling. What was that? What?
Are you sure it's not because you guys got taller?
No.
Oh no.
Saying like there's no more.
No, because I went back to my old school playground and it was still tall as an adult.
Yeah, I kid you not though. I am 5'11" right now, and I have a 35 inch vertical.
It was at least 8 feet up.
I would have to at least semi squat from the ground to get to those monkey bars.
Yep.
They were tall.
Yep.
And that's the crazy part. Because I grew up where I had an elementary, a middle school, and a high school.
Right.
They put the tallest damn monkey bars for elementary. Then you get to middle school, and it was like they went opposite. It was like the older you got, the shorter they got.
It's kind of like they're telling them, when you little, you better have high expectations, but when you middle way, you better start lowering yourself. Start lowering your expectations.
Because that impact gonna be hurt.
That reality coming in right now.
Anybody out there, tell me I'm lying. Elementary was the tallest, and the older you got, they got shorter.
Shorter and shorter.
The swing set got shorter.
Maybe the budget got smaller. Maybe the budget got smaller. Like we was cool with the elementary school.
They was making it rain in elementary.
Yeah, but we got to middle school. They was like, man. I mean, they only here for a couple of grades.
They was using metal too. They were like, look, dog, we spent all that metal over there in the elementary school. So they looked
at middle school like, we don't just combine y'all with high school.
Oh, I keep saying it. Get in the comments, man. Please. Playgrounds, what you remember. If you biffed it, I need to hear them stories. Everybody, if you had the word biff in a statement,
they did.
You ate it. You ate it hard.
And we're not talking a Back to the Future movie.
No. I'm Twitty. That's THC. Hit the like. Hit the subscribe.
Come on.
I almost said we're going for 5. That's past news. We're going for 15K.
We're going 15.
To get you that Twitty in the City merch pack.
Let's do it.
We out.